In today's video, we're going to talk about the various methods that are available to train new mortgage loan officers on how to properly structure their loan transactions. Now, the first method is a mentor who provides one-on-one review of each scenario for the new loan officer. The benefits are that's the most thorough training. We have occasionally spoken to loan officers who have had a mentor available to them and actively engaging with them 3 or even 4 hours a day, answering their questions, reviewing all their applications. That's a wonderful way to learn if your company provides that kind of attention. The negatives are that the mentor might be rushed or hard to reach or simply not that skilled. A lot of these companies that are providing a mentor for every new loan officer, there's a range. Some of them are really good, some not quite so good. There is a decrease in productivity for the company of the mentor, and sometimes we find that new MLOs, they feel guilty about bothering the mentor, so they don't reach out when they should. The second method is to lean on the account executives. The benefits are the account executive is motivated to structure the transaction to close. The AE, at least in theory, should know how their underwriters look at the topic. They should be able to also call for guidance if there's anything underwriter discretion-wise that they're not sure how it will be handled. And they do give a detailed look at each scenario. Now, the negatives are some account executives have a lot of time on their hands because they're not that great, and some of the more experienced loan officers don't trust them when they give them an answer, and so they don't have as many loans as they should. And it's a slow learning process. It's one loan at a time. The third method to train new loan officers is group training. The benefits are there is the ability to learn from others, to get in the group and hear the questions that others have and the answers they're given. The negatives, limited one-on-one attention, especially some of these groups where there's 30 loan officers on a Zoom call, even though it may last for an hour and a half or 2 hours. There's very little time for each individual loan officer to get guidance. Now, self-paced courses is the next way to learn. The benefits are they can be used to train 24/7. There's a lot of courses out there with really good content. The negatives is there's limited or no one-on-one attention or Q&A available for the loan officer. The fifth method is scenario or help desks. And the benefit is they're usually staffed by experienced mortgage professionals. The negatives, they can only answer what was asked. They often have to be contacted multiple times as the loan officer goes back to the borrower and gets more information. And sometimes we can be looking at a week or even 10 days of back and forth before the loan officer has a full handle on the situation. And we know that definitely that can lead to loss of deals because the loan officer comes across as less experienced because they are less experienced. Now, the final method we're going to look at as to how to train new loan officers are interactive software. The benefits, if it's a type of AI, it has if-then questioning for each unique scenario. Our product, the Complete 1003 software, has the guidelines appear under each appropriate question, so a loan officer can learn them in the proper context. We have over 125 deal savers, which shows the newer loan officer how to structure a transaction that they might have otherwise missed. We also include over 150 deal killers, and they alert the new loan officer of any tricky guideline or an area where there could be underwriter discretion, which, if it's not handled up front, is a coin flip in underwriting at best as to whether or not the underwriter will go along. So it simulates hundreds of applications in the shortest period of time, so it has the fastest learning curve. Now, the negative is the new loan officer must be willing to put in some work as though they're taking a 300 or a 400 level college class. This isn't something to come in 1 hour and then forget about it. It's something to come in and train on 20 or 30 minutes at least every day until the loan officer is comfortable that they can handle pretty much any situation as needed, and then they can always pop back into the software if something comes up that they haven't handled before. So the Complete 1003 software program, it combines this interactive software with mentorship and either one-on-one or small group trainings. If you'd like to learn a little bit more about what we offer and set up a call to take a personal look, we're at thecomplete1003.com. I'm Alan Berkovitz. I've been training new loan officers for over 30 years. I'm super passionate about every customer being given what they're promised, about properly qualifying the borrower. I believe it's the loan officer's job to ask the borrower all the appropriate questions. It's not up to the borrower to volunteer information that they might not have known was pertinent. So if you'd like to learn a little bit more about our program, we're at thecomplete1003.com. That's it for today.